Page 24, this is a theme from the Overture of the opera Raymond. Very famous melody, it's kind of fun to play. Let's take a look at it. No sharps or flats, we're still in the key of A minor. Make sure you can do the A minor scale, at least one octave up and down. I have a scale video on it. I explain it all there, go listen to that. 4/4 time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because there's eighth notes. So, right hand first, let's make sure we got the fingering and the rhythms and all this junk. I don't think the rhythms are a problem if you can do eighth notes. But the fingering, you know, we're moving around a little bit. So right here at the beginning, you're sort of in an extended position because the first note of the first measure is that and the last note of the first measure is that. So you know, when you're looking at your hand, where your hands go and all this, you have to look at the first few notes and sometimes the first few measures. It depends. So you just kind of, I see this and then I'm here. So really that's sort of the position for the first measure. I'm going to stay there, but that's it. So it's 1 and 2. Just reach up. And right now, I'm connecting everything. We'll put in the staccatos later. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then thumb. 3 and reach back down. Now if your hand's too small and you can't reach it, you have to move. But otherwise, reach down. At G sharp. So fourth, let's go down to the third line. During the rest, you come up and put your thumb on it. 1 and 2. Reach down. Then top page 25, reach down again, like you were at the beginning. Second line on page 25. Let's go back up to the first line on page 25. It's the third measure, and then go to the second ending. So it's here. You end that with here, and then what, third finger again? I don't recommend it. So what we can do, thumb, put thumb on that, on the A. The first note in the second line on page 20, just thumb on that. This way you can cross over third finger. So it's, again, starting with, well, let's just start with the first line on page 25 and go to the second ending. So skip the first ending here. The second time we played it. Go down. You put thumb on that, and then you can cross over. 3 and 4. Now another fingering for that if you'd like. Second measure rather than 1, 2, 3, 1 is you can just 1, 3, 4, 1. Because you're sort of in this position. They want you in this position. It doesn't matter. Whichever. It's just, I tend to want to do a 3, 4. You have to be able to cross from 4 to 1 anyway, so don't shy away from it. It's got to be, you got to learn to do it. Maybe because you have, if you're not doing scales more than 1 octave, then you're not accustomed to that, then the fingering in the book is actually easier for you. That way you're covering that. And then going on, it's 2, 4, 1, 3, and then 2, 4, 1, 3. This is a good fingering. And then cross over again. And again. I'll come back to these last few measures when I get the hands together. The left hand's broken chords. 1 chord in A minor, 4 chord, 5/7 chord. Okay, this is fun. For the most part, that's the left hand. Put the hands together. Yes, yes. Now watch out because the left hand needs that note. You can't connect that. That's unfortunate because you got to get off the note because the left hand needs it. And here. It is. Let's go over to page 25, second line, where the fun part starts. Right here. You may have to work on that a little bit because eventually you got to get rid of the hesitations. You don't have to go that fast. You go slow. this last little bit, the last 3 measures or so. And then the left hand, see the LAs, the left hand's crossing over. And the notes are here, but it has an 8VA over it. So you're going up here. You're playing the same chord in different octaves. Leave your left hand where it is, or right hand where it is for now, because then the left hand's come down here and the right hand's come down here. You got 1 beat rest to do that in. That'll be fun. And when you can do that and get rid of the hesitations, then we can add in the staccatos. Nice light wrist or hand staccato, depending on what you want to call it. Accent. And can you slur one and not the other? So forth. And that's, for the most part, that's the articulation. And when you get over to page 25, second line, it says legato, which means connect them. That's the right hand. The left hand, I would continue to do staccatos there. And at the end, connect all that. You don't have to go that fast. The point is, I'm doing legato and a staccato. That doesn't say anything for the left hand. So I would just, I suppose if you wanted to, you could connect them. Because you can, if you want, just run. Try it that way. I mean, experiment. Maybe one time you play it, you try it one way, and another time you try it another way, and you'll decide what you like. You can also listen, maybe if you can find a recording of this overture, listen to them play this, and how do they play this part where, you know, if it's in there, I don't know. How do they play the accompaniment? Is it connected? Or is it disconnected? Dynamic, that's for the right hand. That's where the melody is. Very soft at the beginning. That makes the accent go up to soft. You just go up a little bit. The left hand has to be super duper soft, way soft. When you get down to the last line, you go up a little bit to soft. The left hand, keep it very soft. And then swell. I tend to want to slow down there. This connected there at the last measure on page 24. It's all kind of. You hang on to that a little longer, or play it with a metronome. I'll hold that left hand 2 counts instead of 1, then go on, and back down to very soft. So forth. Second line, soft, and the left hand's very soft. I don't just keep it soft all the way. I tend to get a little louder and softer as I feel it. So you might pull a little crescendo on it. End of a phrase. So forth, and then the last line, you're already soft, and you go back down to very soft. Very soft, both hands at the end. Speed-wise, Andante, it's not slow, it's just a nice casual stroll. Like you're just kind of walking along, leisurely walking, relaxed, you're not going anywhere in particular, you're just going. Huh? And that's the flow of the piece, it's not the beat. Because a 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not an Andante speed. An Andante speed is on a 1, 2, 3, 4. when you play it in the piece like that, that drags it. I mean, it sounds slow. So you gotta speed it up a little bit. So to make it flow, it's just... so forth. You'll decide on the speed that you want. Then at the end, on page 25 at the bottom, they've added pedal for the last 3 measures. You don't really need pedal, you can do it fine. But they've added it if you want to. My concern is that we're very soft here, kind of dying away. And the pedal has the overtones, that makes it a fuller sound. So that's a fuller sound than... So you have to be very careful if you're going to use pedal to make it just as soft as you can make it. And don't use the soft pedal, that's cheating. You do it with the hands. And to get it very soft, it's a loose wrist. I'm kind of stroking the keys very slowly. You have to experiment with it. How soft can you play this with your hands? How soft can you make it? It helps to develop control over time, so you get the control you need. This kind of thing will help with that. Now, I'm not actually showing pedal in this video because that's all they're doing it at the end. If you want to add pedal, you go ahead. That's fine. But I think it would be something like this. I'd like to play it with you very slowly. Well, it's slow anyway, so it's going to be close to how fast it goes, I think. I'll give us 4 counts. Not going to do any dynamics. I will do the staccatos and stuff, and we will do the repeats. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1. Hold. Repeat. Hold. Second ending. 4, hold, 2, 3, 4,